Hey, I'm Jack Scotty. Welcome to sunny San Francisco for the first championship Sunday of our 2022 major event, first one of the year. Competition is hot. We have our semifinal match, Texas Showdown between Bully Maguire and Double Clutch, the reigning national champions. In the commentating booth, we have Bryce Clifford and Ben Dantowitz, and we're going to take it over for some team intros.
Oh, what a great introduction from Jack Scotty. As we're here, Ben, for our first championship Sunday, huge major, all the sunlight in the world. And, with this Texas matchup, what do you see happening here?
Yeah, it's a rematch of a Texas-Texas matchup we saw in Dallas, Texas about a month back now. So I'm excited to see Bully Maguire take it to Double Clutch National Champs. Big revenge tour potentially for WySpike Bully Maguire as we see them taking the field right now. We've got fellow WySpike teammate and I believe club president Nick Noguez given the intro for his squad mates. Colton Mowry, Luke Mowry, the brothers. They've had their ups and downs through the years. They played together. People thought they could be the next big thing. They both went their separate ways, and now they are taking storm on the scene, going undefeated throughout Saturday, have not dropped a game all tournament.
Yeah, and they are a brother duo that is all smiles as they take center court. And coming back together, they could still be the next big thing. I mean, they're young. There's plenty of time. They're at a semifinal in the first major tournament of the year, taking on reigning national champions Double Clutch. So I expect some fireworks in this game. First game of the morning here on Championship Sunday. All hugs, and I'm ready to get this thing going.
Yeah, that Texas familiarity is where that sheen from Double Clutch, that prestige you might see making other players quiver in their boots. Not something these Texas locals are going to be worried about. They want to take it to them. They know they can play these guys close. With all the pickup matches they've seen through the years, they've seen the serves. They know the tendencies, and so it's really going to be a lot about execution today. What are the numbers going to look like? Are percentages on serves going to be high? What's the recovery setting going to be like? It's not really going to be as much of a battle of intimidation of that mental game. It's going to be just the physique. Who's showing up today? Who's feeling good on a Sunday, day 2 of our major?
What I will say is Double Clutch, in true Double Clutch fashion, showed up about 15 minutes ago, hit about 30 awesome serves, and looked ready to go. And WySpike Bully Maguire?
Bully Maguire, yeah.
Maguire. They were hitting serves when I got here. Hey, it's two different approaches. They're looking for the same result. We'll see who takes this one down as they gear up for the first serve of Championship Sunday. Fredric Hinkle on the first toss. 0-0, we're underway, swinging hard. You at home are going to be seeing a lot of that when they get the ball. They have one goal in mind, Ben, and that's put it past the other team. Another good serve. They call it high. No arguments. First point of Championship Sunday goes to Bully Maguire.
Yeah, we've got Colton on the stripe versus the rim.
Colton crossed up. A lot of players opting for this stance. They can swing, step out wide right. Goes off 1 foot, another rim. And now Rahul will get his first opportunity to show his serving prowess. Swings right. They may opt to play this. I know I would. The less I have Rahul serving to me, the better. Swings hard again. This one's good. Set is there. The backhand defended by Murthy, who swings with his left. It's not strong, but it is enough to get the job done. Point for Murthy. Oh.
Looks like the hit is off inside rim there, the call. But they're happy to play the second serve, call the first serve fault, probably just because of that familiarity. Whereas you in the booth, not as much familiarity receiving Rahul. You want to play that first serve. Bully is not scared.
Oh, my God. Why are we talking about Murthy? I mean, that set was insane off the insane serve. Running back to the net. That's just too long. And look at this, already laying it all on the line. Luke's diving past the no-hit zone, even though it didn't look like he had a chance. He's going to put it all out here today.
Yeah, fantastic recovery set, but really just a missed opportunity here by Bully Maguire to get that break. Back-to-back points with great touch opportunities. Both still holds, though, a 2-2 tie to start it.
I mean, that was a great serve of his own, and they're already expelling a lot of energy getting this thing going. They will think about playing this one, and now Fredric Hinkle.
Just confident in that familiarity still.
Swings hard again. This one a little bit too high. As they rotate, Colton's going to take another look from this service circle. Calls the score with Rahul back to receive.
Quick trigger there. As compared to a lot of players who nowadays like to use their full shot clock, those 5 seconds to serve the ball with a couple fakes mixed in.
Another one. Great serve. Defended pretty easily by Murthy, who hits it very soft. Colton's got the defense in another missed opportunity just as he sails that with the left.
Yeah, we've got a handful of double faults. We've got a handful of serves on, and all the serves on have seen defensive touches so far, as these players are pretty familiar, maybe just not setting cleanly on offense, getting those defensive opportunities, but nobody looking quite clutch yet to get those breaks.
I already like the pace of this game. I like no one's wasting a bunch of time at the service line. Rahul drops and leaves it a little bit too short. You see a seal dive there, but I believe it'll be Luke's serve whenever he gets the ball. At Fredric Hinkle, sporting the shades. Pretty normal look for him. Fred Hinkle gets so low on his serve receive. This pass is great. It's big righty swing, and you don't even want to stand in front of that ball.
Yeah, the first clean 1-2-3 put away.
That is textbook round net. You may see a lot of that, or we may see a lot of aces. These players can get hot at the service line. Fun windup from Fred Hinkle.
Little reset, maybe a score check.
4-4. The windup. And a reverse cut serve that just goes past the left shoulder of Luke Mowry.
Yeah, we're going to cue up this beautiful angle for y'all. Just watch the movement side to side here. It stays on the right side of the net and doesn't even bite. Sends Luke left, ball goes right.
No touch ace has to feel good if you're Fred Hinkle. Another one. Tries to hit another reverse. Gets called high. He is not scared of swinging hard on a second serve. His percentages are pretty high, but does drop it. Crawling there is Colton Mowry, who gets to swing with his right, but hits the rim. Another one that they just can't get back to the net for some reason.
Yeah, unable to get his feet around it. Looked like he maybe just had the timing off, getting the plant into his swing, and all of a sudden, double clutch opens up a 2-point lead.
He did have to jump up from a plank position. Hinkle hits another big cut, a little bit too high.
I jump up in plank positions all the time, Bryce. It's really easier done than said, actually.
I don't, which is actually why I'm not good at round net anymore. Now, the backhand.
Oh, no.
It sounded like a lot, but Fred says clean.
Okay. Rahul thought bad. And who am I to deny Rahul the call?
They know all kinds of stuff I don't know. They've forgotten more than I'll ever remember.
We've got the nice shady view from here, but we can't see exactly what's happening, so we're always looking at the hand signals to get you the right calls.
Oh, good serve. They're going to call it a bit high. Go to the observer. Nope. Rahul Murthy back to serve. Tries to hit a cut. No dice. We'll get a second attempt here. Sets up, swings right. Tries to look like a reverse swing, but rim, yet again, another double fault for double clutch. And Luke gets an opportunity to put some points on the board from the offensive side. Swings left is a great serve and serve receive. Good swing by Hinkle. This is another opportunity to get it back to the net, and it does not work out.
Yeah.
You can see the frustration early as he punches the ground, but a lot of looks early, though.
Not as much of a quality opportunity there. That would have been a very high degree of difficulty to convert, and quite impressive. But they're showing they can get the pressure defensively on double clutch, a team that usually likes to hit the ball high and far, and they're cutting it off really close to the net. Very impressive either reaction time and or just positioning for them, reading the sets.
I like to think that it's probably they've played them a lot, right? That familiarity.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They're calling this one high. Quick ask to the observers. They're there, so why not use them? The three people in yellow you see on your screen here to make all the right calls, clear up any gray area. As Colton Mowry sends a big serve over Rahul Murthy. Oh, a jam serve. This set with the left hand of Hinkle is not close enough to the net, and WySpike will get one back here.
Their first break of the game, after a couple of missed opportunities, couldn't come at a better time in this early stage. You don't want to let double clutch feel comfortable with a 2-point lead. They tie it up 8 apiece, and Colton and Luke get to do the cross server shuffle, switch spots once. First time all day.
And he hits an insane reverse cut. No touch on Fred Hinkle. When does that happen?
You got to hope only once for Fredric Hinkle, right?
If you're Fred, that is probably the last time.
So we showed you the Fredric Hinkle reverse cut. This one, also a no-touch ace, just returning the favor.
Anything you can do, I can also do.
Yeah. That one not quite as wide, but just so fast and low.
Yeah.
These players with lots of similar skills, but different styles, different looks in execution. So fun to see the creativity they bring to the sport.
And with his third serve, second serve there, but third serve in a row after getting a couple of break points, he finds rim, and now Murthy will be thinking in the back of his head, how can I get one back? I want a no-touch ace. Let's see what he does. Swings, tries to cut, finds left side of the set that will pocket, and he gets attempt number 2. Tries another cut a little bit high, and double clutch not quite connecting on all the serves that we know they can. On their warm-ups, it looked like they were connecting a lot. But, hey, game time is a much different scenario.
Yeah, it's different when you've got, Bryce Clifford shagging balls for you in the corner than when you've got a bully in WySpike Bully Maguire just eating up your serves. So familiar. But Luke trying to get his first break of the game.
Oh, now he's mixing in the fakes. Rim, yet again, another double fault. You'll see that a lot at this top level. I mean, these guys are really pushing the boundaries to the amount of break points they think they can get in any given scenario, any game. Doesn't matter if it's the semifinals or their pool play matches. This is a good cut serve, defended well by Luke, who swings with his right. What a hand by Fred Hinkle, and good positioning. But at the end of the day, Luke and Colton get the point.
Hold is a hold, but excellent movement by Fredric off of that cut. We saw him mix in the reverse cut earlier, so the fact he's going both ways, spreading the field, is really dangerous for the Mowry brothers there. Going to be really hard to handle him if he stays on with both of those through the match.
Does that? Oh! This is going to be the first flango that we're going to see aced, and this is nasty. We're going to have a good look at this.
Yeah, we noted the Mowry brothers have been playing together for a bit of time, and that's because they're a bit of OGs. A lot of newer players these days aren't training up the flango. Colton Mowry started playing many years ago, back when a lot more players were showing the flango. It was something you could adopt, learn from other players. Peter John Showalter among those top players, so he still has it in that bag of tricks compared to a lot of new age players who don't have that flango. And that gap in familiarity, as I see the gap between the brothers there on defense.
Yeah, well done. I actually got I get nervous with the drop shots against Fred Hinkle. I mean, you're putting him close to the net where he can just wind up, hit that right arm. Rahul serve.
And another first they don't want to play.
What? Yeah, it's they're not scared right now. That serve was good. The left-handed receive. The set not able to get back there. And now that's you don't have to ace them necessarily right off the bat. I mean, that's hard to handle.
Yeah, Murthy does give him the punish there on the second serve.
It's the first time it's actually worked against them in that way. They may rethink how often they're letting double clutch take 2 serves.
Don't dare Rahul to take a second serve.
Backhand coming in, and it's put away. Bully Maguire is going to get the ball back here and nursing a 1-point lead. Just holding on to that break. Luke Mowry getting the fakes going now. Goes lefty drop. These guys are working in a lot of serves from their arsenal right now, trying to make sure there's an extra serve that the other team has to think about. As Luke goes right, drops it. This one up, Hinkle back with the backhand. This is a soft touch, but live and die by the hat. Can't get that one back, and I'm sure he wishes he could.
And if you listened really closely there, I believe he shouted hat as he hit the ball into their own brim of his hat. Really unfortunate situation. Not something you can very well practice in your pickup training sessions. The rundown soft touch, move the hat out of the way, hit the ball across over your shoulder, dime set back to net, teammate puts it away.
It's like a catcher. You gotta throw the mask.
I'm just a Monday morning quarterback. What can I say?
He's got to throw the mask on the run. Would be so epic. He's gonna do it next time he chases one down. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's definitely a fool me once situation.
Hinkle just hammering serves, but catching too much of the pocket. Acting like a springboard up over the shoulders of Luke Mowry. Now Colton Mowry swinging just as hard. I honestly just want to see another Fuengo. He extended it, reached so far for that first one. The crossed up stance, serving to Rahul Murthy. Swings hard, double fault. Ball back to double clutch. Rahul swings out wide right. Gets a lot of cut on this, but it is called high. He hasn't connected on a lot of his serves. He yet to have an ace in this game, which is not necessarily unlikely. And right on cue, Rahul Murthy just puts that in the just above the hand of Colton Mowry and gets his first ace.
Back in the driver's seat, up 1. Having started even, that means double clutch has had one more break than Bully. But they need that 2-point advantage. It's a game to 21, win by 2. So Bully is still right in this.
Is that the serve that gives Rahul Murthy the confidence to go on a crazy run? That's the third drop shot he's missed short.
Yeah, it might give him the confidence, but he doesn't want to go on the run yet. It's good. You want to get the confidence, wait a couple of rotations, and then execute.
Just do it.
They'll never see it coming.
Do it when you can end the game, you know?
Yeah. 6 in a row is kind of exhausting.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Like, Rahul hasn't even clocked in yet. You know, it's game 1, semifinals, 9 a.m. on a Sunday in, Pacific time here.
Ooh, big swings from the Mowrys. Now Hinkle, he'll give this a bounce, a twirl, a shuffle, and a swing. Keeps it low. This is good. The set is going to be a tough one. And now Hinkle gets a point off his hand on a serve.
Yeah, that was his warm-up spot. Must be feeling good there. And an unfortunate thing about hindering your teammate is it's actually just a loss of point. You don't get to replay those.
Oh, wow. Hinkle is putting as much into this as he possibly can.
Well, not that it's a loss of point to your teammate, but you don't have any recourse if your teammate gets in your way.
Standing straight up and down. That serve was also hammered, but when you hit it that hard, he's got a pretty narrow window, I feel like, of parts of the net that he can hit. Another Fuengo. There's one so out wide left. Murthy going to swing with his left. Given chase by Colton. This has an opportunity to get back. He's going to have to do a lot here, and he can't quite get it done. The first good hat throw of the series from Luke, because he definitely wanted a better touch on the set here.
Not as windy today, and it's, as we said, just going to be about execution. That set needs to be inside the serving circle, and it's not close. Need to give your teammate a chance to get that ball back to net, even if it's just a dink to stay in.
I know you at home are bummed we cut that replay right before the hat throw. But, reverse cut by Murthy. The backhand coming in, and it misses the net completely. Colton pushing his brother because he's so mad.
Yeah, when it rains, it pours. A couple of missed touches there. And, yeah, I believe just due to audience sensitivities, we had to cut the hat throw. Not appropriate for some of our younger members at home. We are allowed to talk about it in theory, I believe, so for the teenagers. But Murthy's got a 3-point advantage, and he's feeling good.
Ooh, that one just bad.
But maybe now he's ready to go on that run. Now he's got the confidence. Nope, he'll save it for another day.
A little bit too high. He's gonna hold on to that. It looks like Hinkle may be the one who gets to do the honors unless Colton and Luke Mowry can make something happen here at the end of this game as he steps out left, swings big with his right.
That serve toss is so low. The angle entry needed to hit that net is just such a slim percentage.
Luke coming into a second serve at a very crucial moment of this match. Goes lefty. I love the idea. Just bounces up a little bit too high, but look how far Murthy had to move to even attempt to
I can't even see Murthy anymore. Yeah. He's gone.
He had left
out of frame.
Field of view.
Yeah.
And here's Hinkle on game point for game number 1. Big swing. Defended pretty well, but called high. Hinkle with look number 2. 0.7 he calls this serve. Also called pockety and high. And now Colton Mowry needs to find a big serve here, or they need some great defense. Mowry crossed up on his stance, serving to Hinkle, goes Fuengo, drop. They're going to play this. Big swing coming in with Fredric Hinkle's right, and that is game number 1 for your reigning champions double clutch. first one off, WySpike Bully Maguire, and they're going to need to make a couple of adjustments. Positioning seems good, but a lot of double faults. They didn't give up too many aces, right? Pretty even from the service line for both teams. Just a couple of unforced errors. I think they need to clean up just a bit. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, by my math, about maybe 2 to 3 aces apiece per team, but Bully Maguire really just showed the differences recovery setting. They were not super clean. They gave up a couple breaks late where they just didn't have good in-system offense, missed a couple of hits that were pretty well centered, and defensive opportunities. I think Bully Maguire had a handful more opportunities for breaks, but they didn't convert more than maybe 1 or 2 off-net chasing. So if they can get their first touches a little bit cleaner and get back to net, they play that game the same way serve-receive, they have a very strong chance of taking game 2 and pushing the series third. So I'm excited to see them pick it up, tune it up a little bit, but for double clutch, we also know Rahul just gathered his confidence late game 1, so both these teams have a lot more to reach their ceilings, and that's what I'm rooting for, just some higher level round in game 2.
Yeah, it's a scary place to be if you are Bully Maguire staring down your tournament life coming into this game 2 off a team that's doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and you know that they could play better than what they already showed you, so they're going to have to really elevate, figure something out, but we're going to take a quick break. We'll see you down here for game number 2. All right, coming back down here for game number 2 between Double Clutch and WySpike. Bully Maguire, Double Clutch taking them down in game 1, 21-18. And with the first serve of game number 2 is Colton Mowry, who hits the pocket a little bit. Murthy's absolutely going to play this. Good defensive touch by Luke Mowry, but can't get it up to an appropriate position. And after a game 1 where we've seen them position themselves well, he wants to get so many more of those touches.
Yeah, liking these matchups. They've got that familiarity on the receives. They've got their familiarity on defense. And Mowry is now serving, or Colton Mowry is serving on the right side. Fredric is still serving versus double clutch. So these early serving matchups are going to be the same that we saw at the beginning of game 1. Deadlocked for a couple points before anyone even got 1 break.
As we saw a big righty swing, split the defense of double clutch. What do you think WySpike Bully Maguire needed to talk about when they took their water break between games?
I'm pretty sure they tuned into our post-production coverage of what we're talking about and what they need to fix. Took notes on how their recovery sets weren't great. They need to capitalize on opportunities, just that extra it factor, that X factor to make those defensive breaks happen. And if they can take our advice, Bryce.
If only.
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone doesn't, but at the end of the day, there has to be a winner, and not everyone can take our advice. So
yeah.
Rahul Murthy.
It only hurts a little bit when people don't watch the coverage of themselves while playing, because we give great advice. We're really good around it.
I couldn't agree more for you.
I'm preaching to the choir. You guys at home watching, you also know how good we are around it and how much more we know than these great players. Good reverse by Rahul there. But, the Mowry brothers have been sitting on that reverse pretty cleanly. I don't think Murthy has challenged them with the cut serve much yet. He went for that drop late game 1.
I think the only difference is Murthy, he's got insane serves, but he's not throwing in a bunch of fakes to get anyone to bite or anything like that. So the extended left hand is just fine to play defense on the reverse cut. This was just barely bad as well. I got a good view of that.
Yeah, what you see is what you get from Murthy and Hinkle. They're going to swing. They're going to swing hard. It's going to be no ifs, ands, or buts. It's going to come on the first toss.
And just trading blows here at our first rotation at 5 points. A couple of spins, the windup and swing for Hinkle. Just a little bit too high. But, man, the power on that. Got to be one of the hardest hitting players on the tour. They're going to call that one high as well. I will have to agree, and now Luke Mowry's going to step back and serve.
Mowry, one of the guys going left and right today. Hasn't connected too well yet as he continues to go high over these smaller stature double clutch guys who sometimes just invoke worse serves from their teammates or their opponents just on that intimidation factor of how short they are.
Oh, that was a great drop. Big swing from Hinkle. That thing is going to land at the stands. Good return back in from our fans out there in the back.
Yeah, they threw back the home run ball, as it were, as Hinkle hit that a mile long.
That was a great drop. We've been seeing a lot of players opt for the drop. You said something about Luke going with his let's talk about how good that serve was. See if we can get a defensive touch. This set needs to be good. Murthy goes across the net, gets this one up. Mowry up from his knees and able to put this one away. It didn't look the prettiest, but it's a point on the board regardless.
Yeah, a hold is a hold is a hold. Great recovery set here from Hinkle. Murthy tries to go for a tap on, but it just lips up pretty high. A little bit of a tweener hit. Needs to either pick if he's going to go far or short. But wow, such a high level of difficulty there for Hinkle.
I think one of the best off the net setters as well. A lot of people have a one-sided game. There's a lot of defense out there, and teams like Assistive Touch. There's a lot of offense and serving prowess. Teams like Wonky Sauce who just steal a bunch of points off serves.
You blink and you're down 5 points.
And then there's teams like Double Clutch who spend a lot of time on every facet of their game. And it's very evident in that set.
You don't get to being national champs by having a one-dimensional skill set. So, yeah, big kudos to them. They do that maybe better than anybody, getting those quick touches, getting those recovery sets, and then also punishing the mistakes and putting them away.
This serve was great. Over-the-shoulder set from Colton. Hinkle was giving chase a step slow and just over the head of Murthy. And WySpike Bully getting a point.
Yeah, better recovery set there on offense from Bully Maguire than we've seen in really any of their defensive opportunities. If they can translate that into their defensive sequences, they'll be looking good for some breaks here.
Stepping out wide with his right. Hinkle back to receive. You're talking about they're shorter in stature, and then you see Hinkle get so low, ready for defense, ready to spring whichever direction he's got to go. That is intimidating. Drop, left hand of Hinkle. Gonna backhand this. Colton Mowry gives it some chase, but that thing is just sent off the backhand.
Right here.
Yeah, sizing it up. I don't know if he could even have taken off earlier to get that one. Hinkle's hitting with such power there.
There's a reverse,
Ooh.
but again, defended pretty easily. A left-handed swing from Colton Mowry. I don't think that was good, and it wasn't. They'll rotate, and Murthy will get to serve now to Luke. Colton already gripping the hat, definitely wants that back. That was a big cut serve. They will get the observers together.
Quick signal there from observer in position for the high signal.
It was close by my point of view, and on the replay. It seemed to go over the shoulder, so that's what the observers are for. They made the good call. Rahul will hit a second serve to a ready Luke Mowry. Now Colton with this crossed up stance. We've seen Fuengo, we've seen wide right. Tries to go wide right there, swinging off that one leg, trying to generate a lot of torque. Swings this whole body around. Does it again. This cut was pretty.
Gets the angle, but it might have been inside rim.
It was a good look. It was a good look, but must have clipped something. Hinkle wasting no time. Winds up, good serve. Oh, the set was low. They called that.
Oh. A little bit of confusion by everybody.
Waiting for an explanation from some observers. That was a very funky point. As we're trying to get clarification, the hit was odd. I think they wanted a carry of some sort.
So we'll rotate 7-8 now. Double clutch with the sole break in the game.
Luke fakes with the right, swings, or fakes with the left, swings with the right. Traps it under the net. Take two. This time goes left, misses the net completely, and now Rahul Murthy will get to serve to him. Luke Mowry and Fred Hinkle, very similar in the sense that they get very low on this receive. This serve looked good. Recovery set, great lefty swing. That is a great off-the-net set from Colton.
Yeah. Bully Maguire setting from way off net. Double clutch staying across net, assuming the set's not going to come all the way back that way. Nobody home for that dime set, and can't even blame double clutch for not covering it.
No, that was a picture perfect. You couldn't do it better if you tried to set up that situation over and over again.
Yeah, you don't throw your hat in that situation. You just tip it for a great dime recovery set.
And a double fault from Colton.
Yeah, Bully's still trying to break through. No breaks yet in this game for them. Almost no serving pressure. Tons of double faults.
Wind up and swing. They're going to play this. Backhand right. He makes a very late decision and gets pretty lucky there, letting it go like you would if you were playing handball on the courts in kindergarten. Just faking them out.
Yeah, WySpike Bully Maguire will take anything at this point. Better to be lucky than good sometimes. They have not had much of the good right now. As that serve not good.
He actually had Rahul dancing. The first time I've really seen Rahul kind of move with a sense of urgency on the serve receive.
But another split. 5 holds here. So 11-9 now for Rahul Murthy. Halfway to 21. Already up a game. The final's in his sights.
Gonna go. Oh, it looked like it was gonna be a jam, but the reverse was great. A righty swing from Luke here, and somehow gets by the left side of Hinkle's head on that weird push.
Some
but
sort
that was
of
awesome.
side pocket, perhaps. But some great movement here as we cue you up. Look how much that jumps. And thinking back to game 1 with the Hinkle reverse cut ace and the Mowry reverse cut ace, Mowry's didn't even go right. Mowry still kind of went left, and Hinkle's went straight. Murthy's is in a class of its own there. That is absurd.
So props for getting a touch on
Yeah,
it. Really.
The control by Luke Mowry to get his feet on it. Oh, no. Hinkle thinks high.
Something tells me Murthy thought it was good, too. Yeah, because he started chasing that down.
Observers have clean there, yeah.
And there you go. They've tied it up. What an ace.
That's one of those tricky in-moment calculations where Hinkle's thinking, is this maybe high, or maybe is this too hard of a set for my teammate to make? And if it's maybe high, if it's a close call, maybe it's high, and that's the numbers I would run. Of course, Fredric the Machine Hinkle always running the numbers.
No one's familiar with the data around spike ball from a player's perspective more than double clutch. They put a lot of work in to look at film.
Yeah, they even took the amount of clutch they have. They actually multiplied it by 2. Would be kind of I would have expected them personally to have like exponentiated it, like clutch to the clutch squared. But
Hinkle's there. Oh, what a great effort. An even cooler roll out of it. But style points don't get you real points.
Yeah, and speaking of points and math, I'm glad I got cut off there because I was going way too hard on the arithmetic for a moment.
I am no good at math anyways, so it was all letters and numbers to me. Luke Mowry steps out left, swings right. Looks very excited every time he's about to hit the ball. I love it. Mowry's trying to make something happen to force a game 3. Lefty swing is great to the left hand of Hinkle, who's going to swing big right now, and that thing's gone. Yeah, one of the few lefties he's kept low enough to be in play, and Hinkle gets there in time, no real problem. Hasn't felt too much pressure on Luke Mowry's righties either. So once Luke can set up that lefty, set up that righty, then he can finally get Murthy dancing, but actually needs to execute those serves when he's getting the players moving on the fakes. So if he can put it all together, he's got a few more serving rotations before the end of the game. They are running out of time, though. That was a good try. It didn't go with the drop on the second serve. Like you see, he's got the, like we said after game 1, he's got the confidence back to just let her rip. This serve's good. Set from Hinkle. Murthy, open-handed right. Oh, no. Gets a Colton getting a hand on that was pretty impressive. Yeah, Colton got a hand. Might have gotten stuck in the hand there for a second. Might have been a little bit of a catch, but no real play to make it. So no one had to make the hard call there on the contact legality. Murthy holds, and Hinkle will serve 14-13 now. Hinkle shades. Just ready to go, swinging hard again on the second serve, almost swinging out of his shoes. Yeah, I want to give some credit to how clean this game has been on the serve receive, some great recovery setting, but there's also been just so many double faults to keep the number of breaks in this game to a paltry 1-1 apiece. Yeah. I'd love to see the game this close with WySpike Bully Maguire doing what they can to continue this series. Easy, very, very in-system play there. Yeah. That was bump set kill as textbook as it gets, really. Colton kind of shrugging his shoulders. I'm not sure if he's asking the observer something or if he's asking Luke Mowry, his brother, to rotate a little earlier, because that is a very comfortable pull shot for Hinkle. But the observers are looking at after Murthy's set, a possible hinder on Luke Mowry. That would explain why he didn't rotate so well. I was looking at Murthy.
I just hear excuses over here in the booth, Bryce.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. I am trying to listen in on the observers here and see what they're thinking. It looks like they're going to say everything is kosher.
So all clean on the hit, no hinder. That flat hand signal means whatever it was good, whether it's a serve, a hit, a clean touch.
Oh, and another reverse. He keeps going back to it. The set pulled a little bit, and jumping over is Colton, and he can't get it back there. The serve receive was decent, but the set was just yoinked.
Yeah, the set was in a comfortable position. It was just missed. Off net, off center, and now down that critical 2-point deficit. Bully Maguire, 16-14.
And then the cut serve. Gonna swing with his left hand, jumps up and over the no-hit zone like a bucking bronco and gets the point.
Yeah, making up for that missed, that errant set. Luke Mowry does not want to make it a 3-point deficit. Keeps their team in it.
Oh, and Colton gets that one back.
That serve low below the shoulders.
Gets that point back. It says, brother, I'm sorry I botched that set. Let me steal a point here. Bang.
And beg your pardon, I believe it's Colton picking up his brother, Luke, after the botched set.
Looking for serve number 2 here, 16s. Trying to get the break now.
Wow.
There's a big cut serve, defended well by Murthy, who's going to swing with his right hand. Predictable hit, though.
Oh,
it's not a great route. Colton showing a little bit of frustration. He was so close. You almost thought, like, give it the second effort.
He starts taking off before Murthy even winds up for his swing, and he's still too late.
I know.
That's how hard it's hit.
I know it was out of frame, but it really looked like he could have tried to extend and make something happen, but it's asking a lot.
Might have been a foot
from
fault
40
called.
feet off the net.
Yeah, it might have been a foot fault called there as the Mowry brothers wanted to play that high serve, so an active call by the observer prevents him from playing. They don't get punished by it, though. It's a rim second serve.
All right, and at 17s, does the other Mowry also have something up his sleeve from the service line to try to take the break? Serve received by Hinkle, who's going to swing with his right and pushes that one.
Step
very
through.
Smart shot. That was a very smart shot.
Yeah, such a hard one to defend because he's taking that so late that you don't actually know which way it's going until he makes that last second decision. Uses very little net, too. Gives Murthy the ball. Up 1.
Murthy swinging. Colton going to have the hit here. Booms this one high and right. Both double clutch players staying by the net, so smart play to try to go up and over.
Yeah, if you closed your eyes and didn't know who swung at that hit, you might have thought that double clutch took that hit. The way that was just hit high and far. Very much not the style that WySpike Bully Maguire has brought to this match.
Oof.
But they're just adapting, trying to survive, stay in this one. They need game 2 here, and it's tied up late.
Colton put a little bit of extra oomph in that first serve. Moved the net a bit. And now, only 2 points away from finding another finals match. Hinkle lets it rip. Serve number 2. Side-by-side stance, goes out right. Tries to take it easy, maybe a little bit too easy, and hits that front rim.
And if there's one thing I like almost as much as a game 3, it might be just a simple game to 2, 19s apiece.
Oh, that's a good serve. Hinkle's going to swing big right.
Oh.
And that's the Hinkle that we're used to seeing. That was the most double clutch play ever. Like the epitome of how they play the game. We're good at passing, we're good at setting, and we can send the ball into the booth. Oh, good drop shot defended by Colton. This is a body touch. They can play some defense.
Oh, no!
Crawling on his knees and then pounding sand is Rahul Murthy. And he wanted to end it right there.
Yeah, I hate to drag him for this, but there's not even that much wind. It's not really taking the ball away from him. He just doesn't size it up in the sun. Does get up to his feet and misses the ball completely on the second touch. So we're going to extras. Oh, a drop for a drop.
That was sneaky. It hurt my brain for a second. I have not had enough coffee here on this championship Sunday morning to be able to tell you how that was going to go.
Oh,
so close to being perfect. And that would have been a huge break for WySpike Bully. And instead, Fred Hinkle has got the ball back in his hand.
Yeah, that one just catches that back lip, rolls up a bit extra high.
Gonna See the little swing. They may. Instead, they're going to give Hinkle another look. Will they regret that? Will this end their tournament life?
Colton, not the one receiving, doesn't even want to look at his brother's first touch.
Drop shot. Oh. Front rim. Almost deadly. Now
Yeah.
Luke.
Surprised with a couple of late game drop attempts, though, from both teams here.
This lefty was sweet. Now Hinkle a little bit off the net, just gets this one back on. Now has to play defense, gets the body, can't get back up, and that's unfortunate if you are double clutch.
Yeah, looks to be an unavoidable hinder there, but Hinkle also down. Hopefully he's okay. Observers are going to talk over the situation with that tricky situation where defensive players can get hindered by the offense when they're trying to make the defensive play, but sometimes offense get hindered by the defense as they're trying to finish their follow-through, especially avoiding their hit zone. Little bit of that gray area meeting usually results in a replayed point. We'll see what the observers' perspectives are here, and it looks like Hinkle's on his own 2 feet, so if nothing else, a win for the fans at home, getting to watch more healthy round net players.
I think the only reason he stayed on the ground so long is because he knew that if he wasn't on the ground, they could have done something about it. I mean, that was great body defense. And it all started with that amazing serve, too. Big lefty serve. So we'll see if we can get an answer. They have been deliberating for a while.
Yeah, I think they're taking like a Dunkin' order right now, if I'm not mistaken. Looking like a caramel macchiato, a Dunkin' Pro Set, a croissant.
You did call this effectively. It will go.
Yeah, we don't need Gene's territory here in the booth. We just call me up.
It is,
but it's So it's 21s apiece still.
Hinder and replay is the call.
That play was pretty bang, but that was a fantastic lefty serve by Luke Mowry.
Let's see if put a pause to this. The players are getting set again. Observers are explaining to the players exactly what happened. Some off the net antics from some of the fans and some of the players practicing for the next match. And all the focus back here now on center court as Luke Mowry tries to serve left again. Nope, goes right. His first lefty serve on that last one is the reason we had a rally altogether. The serve receive was just barely enough to even keep double clutch in it. He fakes, goes lefty drop. Hinkle passing and swinging and putting that away. Long gone, and now with another match point. Rahul Murthy talked about him wanting to get hot to end the game. Is this it? He's been pretty aggressive on second serves, a lot different than that first game. Hits this one here, side pocket.
Yeah, 3 match point opportunities. Still no late lead changes here. Bully Maguire has not led all game, actually.
This is this is a
and they look to take the lead for the first time all game.
Oof, that was
but
a
that's
crucial
just high on Murthy.
That is crucial. And Colton wanted it pretty bad, and he'll probably go hard on this serve as well. Finds the rim, and Fredric Hinkle's turn yet again here at 23-22.
Double clutch's 4th match point. Second with Fredric Hinkle serving.
Oof. Fredric Hinkle. Just too high. Hits with so much power. If he misses just barely long on the net, it shoots up.
Everyone's going for broke, and they're coming up empty on these serves right now.
These are the type of games you love to see. Give me extra, give me extra round net for free. Luke steps out wide right, goes drop,
wow.
And he hits a drop ace. They're calling it bad on side pocket. We'll see what the
check for observer. Is it side? Is it front rim? What are we looking at? Checking their perspectives. It's good on both counts.
And that's a big break.
Their first lead of the game. They started serving 0-0. They did not get a break until they were already down a point or two. Now up 4-3 late in game 2. Is it late or is it just early extras?
Early extras, and Murthy actually almost fell over getting ready for that serve receive. He slipped a bit.
Yeah, Luke Mowry starting to get his receivers moving.
And what
a bit more in flow. Yeah.
What a time to do it. They have a lead. Steps left, goes left.
Wow.
There was a lot of spin on that ball. We got a good view of how much that hopped off the turf. And now, double clutch. Going to need to double ace if they want to end it right here. Rahul Murthy, back to serve. Big swing, hits the rim. They may want to get something here in play to try to get some defense going. I mean, they've had body blocks on
I continue to encourage these top-level players to take your advice, Bryce. Just get the earpiece. Join our AV squad, the audio, video. Just the audio, really. Get your advice. But no. A double fault for Murthy.
Oh, and that's just not good.
But the angle he's getting with that lean is so sneaky because he hasn't finished stepping out. It's such a quick trigger there that Hinkle doesn't have that time to adjust and go that way.
Another serve. Tried to reverse it, but
yeah,
hops up a little bit too high on this one. Yeah, Hinkle, both the Mowrys, they actually have been using that kind of quick trigger approach. A little bit of fakes and then a quick attack.
Yeah,
give him zero time.
Yeah, for Luke, he can go with a lefty. For Colton, we've seen the Fuengo, come through in the clutch.
Oh, you know how sick it would be to see a Fuengo take us to Game 3. The drop shot. Oh! See, and this is why they should keep putting it on. They're getting the body blocks.
Yeah, Hinkle throws his chest towards his teammate, but the ball hits the outside of his shoulder, almost squares it up. Right effort.
Serving for the game.
Now their third game point. Is the third time the charm.
Spins the ball, steps out left. Decides to go right.
It is
finds rim. Just as he was getting hot at the service line. It seems to have cooled off now, but they've got their backs on the ropes. That was a good serve. This swing from Luke is going to have to go high, but it's defended. This set is good. Lefty from Murthy. Mowry racing back to the net. Swings hard right, and it hit the rim. Wow, on the replay, look at this. Was a great rally, but the ball goes way too high. Hinkle's set is so good. Murthy with the left, and wow, what a big swing from Luke Mowry. And
so clutch to keep that alive, keep the edge. 27-26 for WySpike Bully Maguire. They appeal. They try to appeal the. Try not to interrupt there, but
yeah. WySpike.
Rahul Murthy was upset about the missed opportunity, to say the least.
And now, Bully Maguire has an opportunity here. That one hops up a little bit too high, and we just keep getting more around net for free. Ben, this is what I was hoping for when I woke up this morning.
I'm torn because it gets more tense as we get higher, but there have been so many double faults and missed opportunities that I wanted to see these players get to that next level. I still feel like they have more room, more skill to give. They're just not hitting their numbers. Their percentages are not high right now.
Oh, that is a big serve. They're going to have to play this. Luke's set is good. What a recovery set from him.
And I shall receive, as does WySpike Bully Maguire with a huge receive there to keep the advantage up 8-7, 28-27 specifically on the rotation. That's what I want, though. I want those high-octane serves from Hinkle. I want those recovery sets.
Mowry dropping, trying to catch him off guard. Big righty swing up and over Luke Mowry. But, man, that recovery set on that point a minute ago was so good.
That's the high-level round that you only can see at this high premier level in the gold bracket. These teams both wanting to qualify for the Pro Division at the Spikeball Tour Series Championship. Winner will be guaranteed a bid. Loser will have to claw their way to the podium to join them.
Murthy's serve, played up by Luke Mowry. He takes a righty swing, splits the defense, both of them trying to body up, and finds a hole somehow between both those players.
That set a little bit off-center, but the miss is strong to Luke Mowry's dominant right hand. He's able to power through.
Colton swings hard, does get the cut he was looking for, but this just keeps bouncing up a little bit too high. I would love to see him go to the Fuengo to try to end it, but instead goes back to the cut, and it was just a hair off.
Yeah, when he's getting all that spin, it needs to hit a very specific place in the net so it doesn't grip and roll too far on the back of the net and pop high. Sounds like a nice problem to have. Getting so much spin, the ball stays in the net too long. Don't know what that's about or what it's like.
I don't know how to hit the ball with spin. Hinkle decides to drop. Called no good on a pocket there, a side pocket, I believe.
I heard you know how to hit the ball, and that sounds wonderful.
Luke Mowry with another opportunity to end it. Goes left. This cut is good, but it's defended well by Murthy, who swings right. They get the body defense. Could this be it? Colton set is good. Luke
wow.
with a mid shot and just not able to get there, and we've extended this one into a game number 3. What a play, and great defense from the Mowrys.
They get the advantage 24-23. It takes them all the way to 31-29, your Game 2 final score. As we see this body hitch, he jumps into the gap, a fantastic set, and just taps into the open space. Unable to cover that much room on defense. I'll watch this again and again, as many times as Andrew Gasaway lets me watch it. Please and thank you.
That mid shot was so smart right here. Hinkle's running, can't cut
Murthy's flat-footed, yeah.
And he knows it. He showed his frustration immediately after, and they will want that back. We saw 60 points of round net right there.
In one game.
In a lot of games, we don't even see 40.
Yeah.
That was epic.
Yeah.
I love to see it. I'm very excited for a Game 3. We will take a very quick break and see you back down here for game number 3 of this first semifinal. And we are back on the field for game number 3 here in sunny San Francisco. This is game 3 of the first semifinal between Double Clutch and WySpike Bully Maguire. Fredric Hinkle and Rahul Murthy, reigning national champions, being put to the test by statesmen Luke and Colton Mowry. And this first point.
Colton's struggling to find that set. For Bryce Clifford, I'm Ben Dantowitz with you here on the commentary.
Excited to be here. Oh, excited to see a game 3 here in the first semifinal as well.
It's the only thing I really can root for, legally.
I'll show all of my bias on camera. That's fine. Easily defended on the drop there. Hinkle gives chase, can't quite get there, and I love when he dives because you get the style points every time. That's athleticism. You missed it on camera, but man, did I just get a show.
Yeah, you got to be here. If you want to see the bonus coverage that is Fredric Hinkle diving off frame, that's what you have to tune in for in person.
Oh, and if you haven't come to a spike ball tournament, you've got to make your way out. This is the first major tournament of the series. Colton goes back to the flango. He gets so much reach and spin on that.
Yeah, we didn't see it at all late in extras of game 2, but I guess he's just sizing things up here early.
Oh, that's a big serve. Murthy's set good. Ooh. They're going to hit this high, and no one's got a chance of getting that when it works the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, Luke trying to reach for that after the ball is gone. Looks like the ball was a little bit higher than he expected, trying to roof it.
Rahul Murthy tries for a cut. No dice. We haven't really seen him come alive yet from the service line. He did have one ace last game at a pretty pivotal moment that didn't end up panning out, actually, because here we are in game number 3. But a bit of a jam. Lefty from Luke Mowry as he avoids the no-hit zone up and over Fredric Hinkle.
Yeah, and Colton appreciates that after they get broken his first receive, able to clean things up, get the hit on, and put away.
And now Luke to serve. Couple of fakes. Fakes left twice, goes with the drop. Easy defense, and now Rahul swings, avoids everything. They're trying to call it a no-hit zone, or Luke's asking.
Great push there, though. A lot of game 2, we saw the Mowry brothers struggling to get around for that pull. Late game 2, obviously that critical break for game. A fantastic jump on the pull to get that body up, and now Double Clutch making an adjustment, seeing that they're filling that pull gap and hitting the push open.
Hinkle swings very hard on that second one. barely high.
And I'm just chuckling because Colton stays frozen in his athletic stance. The ball goes high, and then he stands up, and the ball is clearly below his standing height shoulders. Just an interesting tactic there to stay so low as the ball comes by.
Colton back to swing on second serve. Cut just misses. And now Rahul Murthy with all of the encouragement from the stands, hits a very close cut, but still all these teams having trouble at the service line to make something happen, trying to win the points on the spot. That cut works, but this is going to be an easy 1-2-3, but the defense is there. Fred Hinkle's off the net set. We talked about how good it was, and Rahul Murthy just gets to put that away between the defense of the Mowry brothers.
Really probably went to the shot selection there by Luke Mowry, but I'm confused just because Colton on his set at the beginning of that point looks like he's about to catch it, maybe calling a fault, and then just hits a lackadaisical set. So I wonder what options he might have taken away with just the angle of that set, the height of it maybe, coming in so high gave double clutch the time to find it. And
you're right. On
a
that
run-of-the-mill hit.
Luke had to do a shuffle to adjust his feet to get a good swing on it from the very lax set. And then on the other side of things, we saw Fred Hinkle from off the net, I believe with his left hand, just put it in the perfect position for Rahul Murthy. They've done it time and time again.
That sense of urgency already in Game 3 for double clutch.
And Rahul Murthy, no idea what the score is. He's just here to hit the ball. Swings hard. Looked like he was trying for a reverse, or that just bounced off the rim.
We ask a lot of these players, counting to 1 to 5 to 21.
Lefty swing from Colton. Hinkle's there.
Oh.
He just has to find his way back to the net. The set's pretty good from Murthy, and it's so close.
Yeah, just shorts him, trying to get. He gets it on his right though. You see Murthy going through the motion here again. Great diving effort here for Hinkle. But yeah, Murthy going across his body, reaching right to left to get it back across to his right. An awkward motion, doesn't have as much power on it. Need that little extra oomph.
We've definitely seen him do better. He was thinking about it afterwards. He knows he's capable
I'll
of
let
better.
you speak for yourself, Bryce. I've never seen Rahul Murthy do anything that well. Only kidding. I guess I've seen him win a national championship once.
That was decent.
That was,
Lefty swing. They're not going to play this.
Yeah, Luke's still trying to do that. He's gotten 1 or 2 below double clutch's very baby shoulders. Is the medical term.
Fred Hinkle with the glasses on to block out the haters. They will not play this. They haven't gotten punished too hard by letting him serve twice. And double clutch has gotten a lot of touches. So this serve, though, good from Hinkle. This is going to be an awkward one from Luke.
Wow.
Great athletic maneuver from Rahul Murthy, and Fred can't pick him up. He's going to help him up right here, but man, what awareness to be able to even have a shot at this.
I'm getting flashbacks to the other play where Murthy was on the ground flailing for a set and missed it. This time he's able to get the touch, but oh, what a level of difficulty. He's just scrambling on the ground. Loving the hustle from these guys.
That was great effort and good, just way to keep his wits about him when he fell to the ground to be able to even put that anywhere near the net. This serve looked pretty good. Hinkle, as he was realizing he couldn't get there, said, "Yeah, actually, this is."
It's a numbers game, right? It's. I have a 1% chance of making this set, and there is a 1.1% chance that this is a high serve. So play the numbers. But no, he's wrong on both counts. It's a break, ties it back up. Fred says, "Yeah, I don't think he says that to mean that it's a clean serve. It has to hit the net, but it did go by him."
That serve will be played. Murthy's set off the net, and Colton throws his whole body at it and can't get it up.
Yeah, really good approach there by Hinkle there, too. He comes really counterclockwise and more or less boxes out Luke Mowry. Has nowhere to go on defense, and so Colton finds himself playing one-on-one defense, not something you really ever want to do playing round net, especially at this level.
And there's a good reverse cut, but didn't matter. Fred still gets a thigh on it somehow.
That's the umpteenth hold from Luke Mowry doing some sort of jump dive over the no-hit zone. Not sure how much credit goes to Colton on the mediocre sets or how much pressure Luke's feeling to have to make those kinds of hits.
But also another easy return off a reverse cut. That serve was sweet too, but backhand can't be defended there. Rahul's reverse cuts have just been received pretty simply from Luke
They have
Mowry.
not been hitting in the way that he is capable of hitting them. We saw 1 or 2 on the replay that were dug as that drop is clean in front of Colton.
And another good hat throw. Frustration after the drop lands.
Luke upset about the potential foot drag. Not a fault, but it's now 9-7 for Hinkle.
And he is swinging hard. It's getting to an intense. Oh, that's good. Colton set, botched yet again. He's done this a couple too many times in this series.
Bully Maguire is now just battling against themselves. Needs to stay in this game mentally.
Another one they're not going to play.
As the mood is just very quickly shifted over 2 breaks for Hinkle. Observers have rim.
Now they're thinking, sorry, it's getting a little bit chippy.
Hinkle's running the numbers a little too hard here. He's like, okay, if I call good, there's a 1% chance they give me the call, 0% chance I give myself the call, so I should give it to the observers.
Back to the point. It's getting a little bit more tense out here. They've realized that tournament life is on the line.
I think they heard that there's $2,000 for first place if you win this tour stop, this major in San Francisco.
Oh, what a serve there. Good set by Murthy, and a great recovery from Fredric Hinkle.
Yeah, Colton doing well to cover that pole, but Hinkle's adjusting and finding the push, and Luke Mowry not quite slotting in there, following on the rotation, so there's a bit of a gap. Great set there for Murthy, too.
The serve was so good.
Yeah.
Hinkle's recovery was great.
Hinkle saying yes, likes the hand contact. He's hitting just front rim. He's really close to hitting a fantastic serve if he can find that near net.
There's one. Pretty easy. Big swing here. Fred's giving it chase. There's chairs in the way. I don't think he was quite there anyways.
Fred's taking off before the set is hit. That's how sure he is about where the set is, right? He's playing off of Luke Mowry's right hand dominant. He knows Colton's been setting him off net to his right hand. So just lining it up and running those routes.
All right, Fred Hinkle waiting for a receive from Rahul Murthy. They decide to play this. Rahul's going to swing.
Oh!
That goes back on the net, and he's
doesn't seem to be in the no-hit zone. It looks like a clean block. Murthy thinks he's in the no-hit zone, so we're going to double-check with the observers.
Hard to tell from my point of view. A couple of observers who are looking at it got a pretty good look. And
observers have clean.
It's clean. We've seen that a couple of times this weekend already.
Yeah. And so a timely break back. 10-11 now.
Luke steps out left. Goes righty drop. Can't catch Fredric Hinkle sleeping because it has not even hit the net. So he's going to take another look at it, side-by-side stance. Fakes left, goes right. The cut is good. Hinkle's going to swing with the right hand, and no chance anyone's going to touch that, except for you over here at the desk.
Oh, yeah, it only took me 4 bounces, but I managed to rotate. I found it. I'm on to you, Fredric Hinkle. Not a hard hit to receive if you give me 4 bounces, and I get to sit in a chair the whole time in the shade. Yeah, not dehydrated at all here. No sun for me.
Fred Hinkle, a shimmy and a serve. Too high, bounces high. Fred Hinkle tries again, tries to go easy on it and a little bit too easy. We've seen them do that a couple times. When the players go a little bit lax, their timing's off and a little too far, a little too close. And now Colton, crossed up, goes wide right. Will he go back to the flango? No, it's a cut serve.
Wow.
And it's good enough. And that is another break for Colton.
He'd been doing a lot of the leaning serves, reaching out quickly. That a little more slow burn, just dialing in that quality serve hit on net. All he actually needed.
Decides to drop. This one bounces up a lot. Hinkle's right hand defended again by up-close defense.
Oh, my.
Now Colton's chasing this down, going with the foot.
Oh, wow.
That all happened.
I'm going to need a minute. Can I take a timeout, Bryce, just to watch this for a minute? This hand block by Luke, up by Hinkle, sends it far. We get a rundown from Colton, flails for it. We'll see in the back here after the hand block. He gives chase, gets maybe a shin on this, but no real chance for recovery. Great effort by all players. Double clutch with the hold, stays up 13-12 on the rotation.
That was really good awareness.
It feels like a game 3. You could watch this. You could not look at the thumbnail. You could not look at the video description. You know this is game 3. It just you can feel it.
This is a much different pace and it's tense, and you could feel it when you're staring at Rahul Murthy as he's looking for serves. Colton's set is very good over the shoulder to keep it alive. Hinkle set pretty off the net. They'll be able to go, and the hit was good from Rahul Murthy. I heard some yelling. I thought they were saying it was bad, but no, that is great from Rahul. Man, that's a good couple of points.
Yeah, some runs back and forth. Double clutch was up 10-7, and Bully Maguire looked dejected. WySpike Bully Maguire clawed back into it, tied at 12-12, and now double clutch reasserting, getting to those late stages, up that critical 2-point advantage.
My depth perception was off. I thought that set from Colton was really good, and it was far off the net from where I thought it was.
I had the exact same perspective.
Oh, good serve from Rahul Murthy. Now Colton's going to swing. This is going to go high and far, and nobody will be home. WySpike Bully going to get the ball back in their hands, down 1.
Yeah, to your credit, Fredric Hinkle was also really deep. Also probably thought it was a really fantastic set. So he was in the deep space, but Rahul almost didn't get the set back from Hinkle because he was so out of position for the drop. But Luke trying to claw back to even.
Ooh, swinging hard. Luke Mowry. Going to do what he can to give him and his brother a chance.
That one looks to be high.
It did look to be that way.
Look, yeah, it do be like that sometimes.
Let's go.
I get one of those per commentating.
Fred Hinkle shimmying a great
Ooh,
serve on the cut. They're going to have to swing here. The defense is there. Murthy avoids the no-hit zone. Colton's already in a good position for this. The first pass was good. The set there. And
wow.
He just can't quite get it back to the net. And a bit of a blown opportunity to keep that one alive.
But I continue to be confused, just befuddled by Colton's approach to these sets. It looks so lax. He's hitting the set from above his shoulder. And that extra, when you set from this high against a team like double clutch, it gives them that much more time to see the set coming in from up over the shoulder, down to the net. If you're setting underhand, it's a little bit less time for the defense to react to. And I'm just confused. That's 2 breaks where it feels like the set looks too casual when they're in system.
I don't blame him too much because I would probably set just like that. It's an old guard way of doing it, and they've been playing a long time. So
that's fair.
It's just the natural, normal way for them. Oh, he can still get there. Fred's close. Oh, not quite there. Great effort from Fredric Hinkle.
He's got to take notes from his brother. Just that casual underhand in-system set does the job. It's the same exact high hit, but there's not as much time to see it coming because that set is coming in a little bit cleaner, a little bit lower.
That
my 2 cents for you.
That was almost a breach of rule number 1. He did jump, and if he didn't jump, Fred probably could have gotten there to that ball. But felt like he was out of options. That one goes.
Colton back to the quick trigger leading serve.
I like to see that. I mean, it looks like the ball's got a bunch of spin. When we get to see it from this angle,
it's good if it goes, as I like to say for some of these serves.
That's what I say every time I see someone hit on 2. Hey, it's good if it goes.
Oh man, if only for me. 17-14 for Murthy, trying to put this out of reach. Get a dagger in here. Little pump fake.
He double clutched it.
Off the rim. It seems front rim there.
Gonna take another look at this. I liked the double pump. It was pretty good. This one's gonna be good. Luke, off this net again. Murthy's gonna swing. High right, gets a body touch. Now Luke swinging with his left. Body from Hinkle. Murthy's trying to get there, full extension, and can't quite get it. Good body defense from everyone at the set.
Massive recovery here from Luke Mowry to get this touch, keep them in the point. I'll give the blame again, a pretty mediocre set, almost a botch set entirely from Colton Mowry on the set. This time, not necessarily going over him with a casual set, but he just puts it off center, and Luke Mowry has to tap the first hit on before getting a fantastic defensive effort to get the hold.
His first set in that rally wasn't quite there either, so there's a whole reason we were getting touches. So, maybe something that he'll revisit after this series.
Yeah, needs
after
to,
this weekend. He might have another couple of games in him if they can get a couple of points back here. And with serves like that, it may happen.
That one just off the front rim, it seems. Check and observe review. They do confirm it's hitting front rim. We're gonna get games no matter what. Both these teams will be featured either in the finals or in the third place match.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah. Bryce forgot he was under contract for a whole extra match today, you guys.
Drop shot from Hinkle. Colton to swing, backhand, and looked like it went between the legs of Murthy.
So if you like content, I've got good news. We have a ton more coming your way. Probably all be in this big playlist, the San Francisco Major. Right now, Bully Maguire wants to be in the last match. They want to be in the first place match, and right now they're looking squarely at a spot in the third place match.
They've got a couple of points to try to make something happen. Can they do it? Colton's second serve. It's going to be high. And now, 19-16 against a team that you don't ever want to be trailing, because usually if you are, it stays that way.
Yeah, they need to hold twice and break twice.
And here comes Rahul Murthy. Goes lefty cut, and what a time to pull that out. They're calling it bad. They're going to go to the observers. No bueno. And
serve is off the rim, but it's a serve we've seen from some other players coming up this year. I haven't seen it from Rahul Murthy yet.
I saw it once in pool play when I was scoping out all the talent, and I'm pretty sure my exact words were, "That's dumb."
Yeah.
Because no one was close. Like, they didn't expect it. You can't come close. There's like 3 feet between their outstretched hand and the ball.
Yeah, it's that game point situation serve. Second one's a side pocket or maybe rim.
Nevertheless, it was not good. And now Luke Mowry, trailing by 2, going to try to keep the ball out of the hands of double clutch again. A lot of fakes, goes with the drop. Hinkle set off the net. This pockets up. And Hinkle is there. He's going to have to get up. Murthy setting.
Another fantastic touch from Luke Mowry. Who is this guy?
That was awesome. He's playing. He's doing everything he can to keep their hopes alive at becoming major champions, but they still are down a point and a break.
And just midair, that's Colton's best set in 10 points. I've been ragging on it, but I got to give him the credit. A fantastic recovery set, gets it over to the net, and the put away from Luke can't be returned by double clutch.
It's too easy when he's close to the net. He wants to set from 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Because you saw him, remember, 20 feet away
from
the shoulder?
Yeah. I don't understand it, but sometimes that does happen where players are worse in system and they make those clutch plays because it heightens their senses. They're in the zone when they're out of system. That's a very long and bad idea for a team name. In zone, out of system.
I like it. Let's collab later this season. I'm in.
Hinkle wants nothing to do with a ball back into Mowry's hands this game.
This is match point. Another big swing. The serve is good. Colton set better this time. The left hand of Mowry. And it is not
Their luck runs out. The left's on the rim.
Luke and Colton Mowry put up one hell of a fight, clawing back in game number 2. The brothers gave it their all and fall to reigning national champions Double Clutch, who are going to position themselves in a finals match against the winner of our next semifinal that you will catch here on the stream or on YouTube or wherever you're seeing this. I can't wait to see it. That match was insane.
Yeah, 21-18, then 29-31, and then another 21-18. Double Clutch ultimately just had the cleaner offense. We talked about at the beginning of the day, the familiarity and serve receive. There weren't so many serves or serve aces even. It was really just execution. A little moment there where Bully Maguire in game 3 kind of got down on themselves. But
early, too.
Yeah, early, yeah. They mentally and oof. But they battled back, and it just came down to 1 or 2 extra sets. So really impressive fight by them. They'll have a chance in the third-place match to qualify for the Pro Division with an auto bid. But a lot more awesome round. I'm excited to get to enjoy with you, Bryce, in the booth here.
Hey, I can't wait.
Andrew Gasaway killing it on the sticks. Keeps queuing up the replays for me, so I appreciate that very much, as I only have one perspective. He gives me like 5 more. But yeah, thanks to you all for watching at home. And big shout-outs to our sponsors. We've got VI Apparel Co., Stewart Spike Seltzer, Protein 2.0, and Hampton Farms. Good vibes, good friends, good snacks. Thanks to the Spike Ball Tour Series for putting this on, and we will catch you in the next match.